Hello? Hello, Kira, Gil, and Catalyst. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Michael, I wanted to make you a little nervous.
My iPad actually worked today, so
I
I'm
was so
feeling
proud
good.
of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of your iPad. Let me say that.
Well, I tried it out this morning and it didn't work, so I just reset the whole thing, and it worked beautifully. So
Huh.
the old, the old reboot.
Okay, so is that the answer to all of life's problems when it's not working? Just reset everything.
That sometimes it is absolutely yes.
Okay, we have some people saying hi. Hi, coaches. Hi, Gil.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Laura Lynn.
Happy
Hi,
Saturday.
Yes, it's a Saturday. Michael, so what was going on today? What did you do today?
Today the weather here in northern New Jersey was actually beautiful for once. The sun was out. We got a chance to do a hike around our lake that we live on. It was wonderful. We did some shopping socially, distantly, responsibly, of course, which was really good too, to get out and actually see some human beings for once. It was actually a little weird. Didn't feel quite 100% normal just yet, but it felt really good to be out. So how about you? How are you doing?
Same. I had some nature therapy. So we did a little bit of community service for some folks that needed some outdoor work. And so that's always nice. It's something about seeing a mess and then being able to spend a few hours and you clean up the mess, put a little bit of mulch down, plant some flowers, and you feel such a sense of pride, you know?
Love it.
So it's a wonderful thing sometimes to get dirt under your fingernails.
Yeah, absolutely. How about everybody else? So wind down and chill. How about you? What was your Saturday like? Who else is on?
I know we have Wind Down and Chill. We have Gil on.
Kira's on. Hello.
Oh, Kira's on. Hi, welcome, Kira. Welcome. Okay, we have a little bit
It's
of
a quiet crowd.
Yes, it is. It's the Saturday night turn-up crowd. Yes, thank you for joining. We know you could be anywhere else, so thank you for being with us tonight. We appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael, it's the end of the week. And at the end of the week, it's always a time to just stop and reflect. And if some of us had a really, really bad week, you may be ending the week on a really bad note, just kind of feeling like, man, I need a do-over. So I'm just wondering about being excited. Even if you had a really crappy week, or maybe you had a very successful week, what are you excited about? As you think about what the future holds, can our students please share with us what they're excited about? Michael, what are you excited about?
Love that. I'm excited about the weather for one. Like again, this it's been kind of crappy here in northern New Jersey, so the weather is looking good over the next week. I'm excited about beginning another week. In terms of the work that we're doing here, I think we've got a lot of great content that's coming up. We've got some great special guest coaches that are coming up. So I'm excited about the work we're doing here and getting our students engaged and kind of like that push into final season here. A lot of students are, as we open up May, unbelievable that it's May, is that in the next 2 to 3 weeks is going to be the big push to work through the end of this really challenging and difficult semester, but also, create a sense of accomplishment, being able to get through this and, and still stay focused, still stay engaged with schoolwork, with our lives, etc. So that's what I'm excited about for me and for everybody else. And how about you? What do you?
You know what, Michael? That's right. You know what? Before we share about me, we had some folks saying they're excited to share what they learned, to put what they learned this week into action. And so I like that.
Mm.
Wind Down actually shared that. And sometimes, hello, hi, Coach P, welcome. Thank you for joining. Wind Down, that is a good one. You know, sometimes even with those challenging weeks, it's an opportunity for growth, an opportunity to learn. So just the fact that that is the direction of your energy, you're excited about putting what you learned into action, that's an amazing outlook. We love that. Others, what are you excited about? You know, one thing I'm excited about is our student population. I mean, I'm excited that you are positive about the future. I'm excited that you're taking steps to get additional support through coaching. You know, it's amazing. So I'm really excited about you and your journey.
Yeah,
Lessons,
absolutely.
but good
Tough
learning.
lessons, but good learning.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so Coach Tabitha, tell us about some of your strategies that you use for getting through the tougher lessons in life and extracting some meaning and fulfillment for you.
So, what I do, Coach Michael, I like to practice self awareness. Self awareness is very, very difficult because, you know, we usually like to be right. And when we're not right, it's a tough pill to swallow. So, when I'm in any situation, I ask myself, you know, was the outcome a result of my attitude, you know, my unpreparedness or my inability to collaborate? What was my contribution? You know, so that's one thing that I do. I practice self awareness, and then I use careful observation. I think about, was it something else in the environment? Was I not interacting the correct? Was it the wrong timing? What else? And then I also use flexible response. I respond flexibly the next time based on, you know, what I've learned. So those are the tools that I use.
Mm, love that. How about down in the comments below? Any other strategies that you want to share with the group here of how do you turn tough lessons into positive outcomes?
That's a good one.
I think for me, you know, as you were eloquently delivering your answer, I was thinking like, what, you know, I think back to the tough lessons that I've learned in my life, and it's like, I guess, you know, in the coaching work that I've done over the last decade plus, is that it's that we're all like we all tend to go through similar types of thematic
Mm-hmm.
changes and transformations,
Mm-hmm.
and I think of, okay, what do I need to learn about my version of it
Yes.
so that when I'm coaching someone and they're going through it,
Yes.
what, you know, what is the experience and what are the lessons that I've learned, whether, and it's usually not pretty until long after it's over.
Yes.
I've had a chance to process and share. But I do, you know, I try to think about, okay, what am I learning so that the people who are going through the same change behind me that are off phase from the timing that I'm going through, that what can I learn to help them go through it as well. So
I like that. I like that. So sometimes we can learn from other people's experiences. We don't have to go through those tough times ourselves. We can learn from. To welcome Ariana to this coaching session. So she snuck in during Coach Michael's wonderful tips, and so thank you, Ariana, for
hello
joining us.
there.
We really appreciate it. It's okay. So we have a comment. It's hard not to, but you need to let it go. It's not personal. Oh, I know, but
Mm,
that is so easier said than done. But you're exactly right. It's
mm,
not. It's just really an opportunity for growth. And you know what? Sometimes what I do, you know, everybody has a lot to say about everything. So some things you really can use them and correct yourself. Other things you just got to let it just wash off just like water, you know, because sometimes people don't really know what they're talking about and sometimes they do.
Good question from Poonam. How do we change our perspective when we are stuck with negative thoughts in tough times?
Oh my goodness.
Outstanding question.
You know what? Wait, before you answer that, we have somebody join, a special guest that I just want to just really quick say hi to. This is Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, and she is the executive director of the Terrence Crutcher Foundation, and she influences lots of college students and individuals, and I'm so excited and proud that she joined us today. Hey, Dr. Crutcher, thank you for joining. You're an inspiration too. Okay, I'm sorry, Coach Michael. Go ahead and say,
You
give us
know
your
what?
pearls of wisdom.
I want you to keep going and talk about specifically I see it in your face and in your emotion. Like, share with the group Dr. Crutcher's inspiration for you and how it can be influential for everybody on this live as well.
Sure. So Dr. Crutcher, see, I'm mad at Dr. Crutcher for joining because she better not make me cry. So I'm gonna cry to see. So Dr. Crutcher actually, she's considered my twin cousin. So we're actually 1 or 2 months apart in terms of when we were born. So we grew up together in Oklahoma, really close. She had a twin brother, Terrence. So all three of us grew up together. Her parents are really like my parents. When I went to college, they come pick me up. We're very close. So several years ago, however, her brother, he was on his way home from class and his car broke down. And just because his car broke down, he was actually murdered by a Tulsa police officer. He was unarmed. He did not resist arrest, and he was murdered. And so my cousin, Dr.
I'm
Crutcher,
so sorry.
I know, but you know what? Tiffany and my family, they've turned this tragedy into triumph, and they're doing so much, I say we, to change laws as relates to police brutality, equity within the education system. Like, it is amazing. So she is my inspiration. I'm so happy she's
That is amazing.
Us. Every time we get together, it is a crazy riot because we just love each other so much. So that is why I have the sparkle in my eye and the smile on my face because of Dr. Tiffany Crutcher.
Yeah, and that's very powerful sharing, and I appreciate you being so open and vulnerable, and you too, Dr. Crutcher, sharing such, I mean, obviously a difficult, more than difficult, an unthinkable event into something that can be an inspiration for so many. I mean, that's probably, you know, when you think about going through adversity, it's probably the ultimate transformation of going through a challenge is turning it into something that's equal and opposite.
Yes. Oh, Tiffany, I love you too. And we're getting a lot of positive comments. And it's just, you know, it's a big opportunity. And so that's why we're excited. You know, we started this call talking about what we're excited about. We are excited about the opportunity. And this is a good reminder for our college students. You cannot let these bumps, or sometimes, let me be honest, they are potholes. They, you know, bumps, potholes come up in our lives, and they really deter us from our path. You know, they deter, and we're just like, why did this happen? Why now? COVID-19, I was on the right, why all this? But let me tell you something. You have to navigate around that pothole. Honey, build you a bridge, do what you have to do to get around that pothole, because I promise you, there is success for you on the, but just a reminder to stay focused. And we talked this week about who we have around us in terms of relationships to encourage us. So it's just a quick reminder to just stay focused.
Beautiful. And allowing, you know, a sense of forgiveness and a sense of, you know, we talked about this over the week too, about space to be imperfect, to bounce off the walls, to be, you know, to be wrong, to be right, to be loud, to be quiet. And so that kind of flexibility that we build into our thinking, into our behaviors, is really what helps us bounce back.
That's right.
You know, as quickly as possible. And to stay on track.
Yeah.
You know,
that's exactly right.
There was someone, one of the coaches that I have worked with in the past, the name's escaping me right now, but what she was saying was like, don't use this time to get yourself fired or removed from your job. Like, stay on point, stay as focused as you can for your studies, for your passion, for your aspirations. And so you don't use a point of adversity to go off track and derail yourself.
Love that. I love that. You know what? We have to also ask Michael, our guest, how do you stay excited and how do you stay focused? I mean, that is a really, really good question. You know, as we're waiting for comments to come up on screen, I will say you have to really be careful about who you surround yourself with. You know, Dr. Crutcher, she's a part of my village, and we have very positive people in our village. So when we feel like we're getting off course, they help to, keep us on course. But there are some people that are very negative. Their energy is very negative. negative. They don't want to see you progress down your career path. You know, you're not smart enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. So those people you have in your space that you allow into your life, they're very important in terms of how you progress along your path. I'm not seeing any comment. Oh, here we are. Visualize my endpoint. I like that. So that destination, you know, when we look up our destination using MapQuest or whatever we use, we always have a destination in mind. And that map tells us how to get there. So visualize that. I love that wind down and chill. That's amazing. Some people do, what are those called, Michael? Not the life boards. I have vision boards.
Vision boards, yes.
To help them. Yes.
And what Dr. Crutcher is sharing also too, Coach T, is can't turn speed bumps into stop signs.
That is awesome. I love that. I love that. That you might need to copyright that. That's a great one. I've been hanging out with some awesome coaches and less time with toxic people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wind down and chill. Yes.
We hope you're thinking of us and others.
I know exactly. No, Michael, she was talking
on the positive coach
She
side.
was talking about me, Michael. I don't know. I mean, no, just kidding.
We're together.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're packing. Okay. Buy one, get one free. 2 for $1. Okay. She's talking about both of us. Okay. Coach P said she's enjoying I can pick today that'll help my higher vision. Thank you, Coach P. I'm glad this content is resonating with you
Love
today.
it.
Oh my goodness, Michael, it is 8:16. You know what? We think we're just going to be here all night. That's how awesome you are and how much fun we're having. Okay.
We're going to have a coach-a-thon soon, Coach T, right? We're just going to keep going and you know, raise good feelings and more for good causes.
That sounds great. Well, you know what? We want everyone to be able to enjoy their Saturday. You know what? We appreciate you for stopping by. Remember, we're here every single day with the exception of Sunday. Sunday, we reset and we recharge. So we fill up our energy and we're ready to see you again Monday through Saturday. We have a special treat for you next week. We're going to try something a little different. So please, please, please join us starting Monday, 8 p.m. Follow us on Instagram at steerus.io. Also visit us online. If you have questions, jump into our DM and ask us. We're here to support you. Okay, until next time, have a good weekend. Bye. Great job, Coach Michael.
Coach T, enjoy your Sunday, all right?
Yes, you too. Bye.
Take it easy.